Okay, so next we have GoBio Community Fuels with Jeff Rola. He's the president and founder. Since 2002, Jeff Rola has been carving out his niche in the biofuel industry. He began with GoBio Co. by collecting used cooking oil to supply Oregon's only commercial biodiesel plant. Over the past 10 years, Jeff has supplied producers with enough raw material to replace nearly 1 million gallons of petroleum diesel. That's exciting and impressive. Today, GoBio Co. has made the transition to retail sales and biofuels with the launch of GoBio Community Fuels. Customers can download the app, schedule a fill-up, and help their car run cleaner, cheaper, healthier, and longer on biofuels. Let's hear more about the transition and what he needs to make it happen.
Thank you. I'm always intimidated when I come here. Not because of you guys, but when I come into Father Luke's room and I stand before this podium, my inner altar boy comes out. And I just really feel like I can't mess up at all. I'm Jeff Rola. I started GoBio Company as a biofuels development company. I wanted to do it all. I wanted to collect the raw material, process it, make the fuel, and sell the fuel, all in a localized, sustainable way. So I started with the collection of raw material. That took 10 years. And as you heard, we grew from working out of the back of a pickup truck to where we were collecting about 200,000 gallons of used cooking oil a year. But while we were successful and small and happy to do that, it wasn't that comprehensive biofuels development company that I wanted to operate. So when Sequential Pacific Biodiesel asked to buy my used cooking oil business, I said, hell yes. And I went looking for better ways for greater use and acceptance for biofuels. And so that's why I'm here tonight. That happened about a year ago. And during my research on biofuels, I learned a couple things. One is that in Oregon, people buy about 7 million gallons of gasoline and diesel fuel a day. They fill up their vehicles more than 500,000 times. Each day in Oregon, people spend about $2 million, a little more than $2 million of their precious time just waiting to fill up their vehicles. So that's where we begin, where time equals money. Now I gotta do a quick survey. How many people here are Amazon members? How many people here can dial up Uber right now on their cell phones? So you're already introduced to what we're trying to do. So we're gonna introduce GoBio Community Fuels. It's fueling on demand. Instead of the time and money and inconvenience you have to fill up your tank, we come and we bring the fuel to you. And we do that through a cell phone app. It's a very simple operation. You sign up, you order fuel. We already know where you are because of this device. And then we come and fill your tank. But you don't even have to be there when that happens. It's all done through the app. And you can also sign up and order fuel online. But we do it with a twist, because that's too easy. We only sell high blends of biofuels. We do that because biofuels are cleaner, healthier, cheaper, and just plain better than petroleum fuels. So with GoBio Community Fuels, you save time, save money, and save the planet. Sounds like a great idea. But why mess up that great idea with biofuels? Don't biofuels make my hurt my engine? Don't they make food more expensive? Don't they raise gas prices? Well, the answer to those questions are no, no, and hell no. And here's why. I chose biofuels because they are cleaner, cheaper, healthier, and better. I chose biofuels because they're really a transition. They're a perfect way to transition from petroleum to the perfect fuel, that perfect energy source for transportation that we're all looking for in the future. Whether that's algae or electricity or hydrogen or dilithium crystals, we can move from petroleum to a more perfect fueling source for transportation. If you drove here tonight in your fossil fuel car, because you're in Oregon, you already have a little bit of biofuel in your tank right now. All we're doing is improving the blend so that you can run better in your vehicle. But I also chose biofuels because, for the same reason that the Las Vegas School District chose biofuels for their buses, because it reduces the incidence of asthma for kids who ride diesel buses. Chose biofuels because the Chicago Parks District runs their lawn maintenance equipment on biofuels because it reduces downtime, it reduces sick days for people who are running those lawnmowers every day. I chose biofuels because the American Lung Association recommends higher blends of biofuels for everyone to reduce the incidence of respiratory ailments and the cost of health care associated with those ailments. But over the past years, I found also that there are other people operating in the digital retail market space for fuel. The three largest are companies called Booster Fuel, Filled, and Purple. They primarily operate in large metropolitan areas, although Filled is operating a little bit in Portland right now. They primarily operate for gasoline vehicles. And while they tout the environmental awareness of their companies, because you don't have to go search and spend gasoline and mileage looking for fuel, none of them operate in the biofuel space. And that's where we begin. GoBio Community Fuels plans to begin operations next month. We're going to start in the Portland metro area. We're going to start with people who already want to use biofuels, but don't have the access to it. We're going to start with companies like small fleets, landscapers, plumbing companies, delivery companies, bread companies, and beer companies. Yes, we're going to start with beer companies. We're going to start with government agencies who have a procurement preference for biofuels. And we're going to grow from there. And we're going to reach out into the individual market as well. And we hope, if our plans hold well, to begin operations right here in Central Oregon by June. The savings of on-demand fueling and the community benefits of running biofuels make for a strong value proposition, and we believe we'll be able to grow very fast, very quickly. And in order to meet the needs of that demand, we're going to be seeking some investment to do that. The challenge and the concern and the cost of climate change affects us all, and it can be overwhelming. But so is the cost of doing nothing. So with GoBio Community Fuels, you can start to meet that challenge. You can start to address things to run cleaner, healthier, cheaper, and just plain better. Save time, save money, save the planet. I'm Jeff Rola, and my company is GoBio Community Fuels. Thank you. Yeah, let's go.
Awesome, Jeff. Thank you. And sorry I mispronounced your last name. It's Rola. So some questions for Jeff and his awesome system right back here in the gray.
What's your volume of the refinement, like you're refining, you're producing the fuel from the oil?
What's your volume on your fuel production, Jeff?
Okay. I'm not making fuel anymore. I'm selling. I've gone from raw materials to retail. So we'll be buying biofuel blends from local distributors.
Next question. I think there was another hand right here in the yellow.
I know nothing about biofuels. What needs to be done to a vehicle to actually use?
So is there anything that needs to be done to a traditional vehicle to utilize biofuels?
No. The biodiesel we use and the ethanol blends that we use are drop-in fuels. They've already been certified and for commercial use, and they go through rigorous testing and quality assurance. So you don't need to do anything to your vehicles. People wonder, well, will it wreck my warranty on my car? And the short answer to that is that manufacturers don't warranty fuel. They warranty vehicles. And sometimes people will say, will reject things out of hand if they find that there's more biodiesel than they expected. But the actual volumes that we're using are recommended by most of the manufacturers we have now. So,
Can you answer a little bit of the pricing? I know you said cheap or whatever. So if it's like a gallon of gas is, I don't know what it is right now,
$3.
$3, let's say. What
Yeah.
would a gallon of biofuel be? And does it get the same sort of gas mileage or better efficiency?
Yeah. Yes, it would be the same price, probably a little less, because actually biofuels are running a little bit cheaper than petroleum fuels right now. So we can offer prices a little bit lower than that. Our main value that we're offering here, though, is the service itself. Going out to serve your vehicle so that you're not spending time and money doing it. We're going to charge for that. So there's going to be a delivery fee, like Amazon. There's a subscription fee, and we can make things work that way so that you will save money, but so we can keep our company going, so you can save more money.
It's all about the money. A couple more questions. Aaron.
Is your app done and what do you need?
Is your app done for your new company and what do you need?
The app was purchased by another company that was doing the fuel business in Portland. It's called Rainy Day Fuels. We've adapted it right now for the biofuel segment, and we're having a little issues because I've asked for more things. So we're developing that to bring it online. And like I said, the app is done. We'll be operating in Portland next month, and then we'll just after that, we'll be refining it and continuing the operation here in Central Oregon and other places as well.
Do you need anything else?
The final question.
Yeah. Let's see, money, love,
World peace.
world peace. No, we expect to grow pretty quickly. So we're going to be adding drivers. We're going to be adding people who are in the operations realm. We're going to be adding people in the finance realm. We're going to be adding sales and marketing people. So all of that is a way to partnership with our local community.
All right, Jeff, thank
Thank
you. Awesome.